And EGM just going to eat up a Tango and maybe get himself into a little bit of trouble. And here's the trouble. I think he'd be okay. I think he can hold him, and I think that's first blood. Goodbye. And nicely done by S4. One more kick. Do you need the help, General? Actually, we'll wait on that moment. Is General going to have to run around the trees? EGM will be able to find him, and he's going to be held in place. We'll out for a couple of spins, but this will be General going down. Now a 2-0. God, I know what James is saying now. Like, there's buttons that click themselves. I'm trying to click Ember Spirit. Oh, sorry,
we're going to have an RP skewer
happen.
onto Dendi, into the tower in the mid lane, chains.
He does have actually...
Good rotation by Loda on his level 4 Rubik. He really desperately needs this level 6 up on top lane. There's going to be an initiation onto the Dara. The Shackles, the Chain Frost.
It's going to be a kill.
And a dead Ursa.
Going to lose an Ursa, but they will be TPing in, and leading the charge is going to be the Ember. So Nico's here as well. EGM is going to be food for the team, and they will actually be able to pick up Admiral Bulldog. In comes the change, hold him in place, and he'll be going down. And General actually using the creeps here to actually get a few more spins, and that's going to be 2 kills for the price of an Ursa. So not too far away from his own Blink Dagger.
Yeah, only about.
And top lane, General going to catch 2, and EGM's going to be one of them, Admiral Bulldog as well. So this lane was starting off so well, and it's going to be a double dunk for General. And it's great to get the kills on Axe because you feel cool. But I've seen you play a lot of competitive Axe. You actually were one of the players that kind of made it, you know, look good. Yeah. But I also noticed, Pycat, that you really liked getting the dunks. And
I do like my dunks. He has picked up his Blink as well as Arcane Boots, and we're going to have a TP down bottom. Loda initiates onto the Ursa.
Wasn't expecting General, though, to react so fast, and there is going to be an RP drop. But Suniko managed to pick him up, steals it, replaces the RP for his team of NAVI, and they will get rid of the Aegis. Nice ulti coming out by Ake, actually going to really help get the kill on the Shadow Demon there. And Loda just having to run away. Digirah really wants to chase him, but unfortunately doesn't have what it takes to chase, and despite the stolen RP, Digirah just stands here. He's like, please don't find me. I don't have any items. My friends, they're not really my friends. I always thought you guys were going to win. I totally betted on you.
Jukes.
Don't worry about it. The Jukes are real, but Admiral Bulldog will finally get the better of him. And Loda really wants to be on this kill as well. And he's got enough mana for 1 stun. And that's going to be 4 members down. And Aegis also removed. And a great match to do it on. It's El Clasico.
And Loda has picked up. He didn't initiation on mid lane. It's going to be a disruption to save Dendi.
Run Dendi, looking to chase Mr.
Bulldog. Chain Frost thrown out by Aki, and then he blows up.
But it will get a counter kill on EGM, and the dunk will give him some speeds. And then you also have a lot of, you know, good kind of counter initiate or initiate potential with
we're gonna have
your Magnus. You're a really strong lineup. But Digirah's going to jump in, going to be forced to use his ulti. S4's going to catch him on the way out. Stun going to come in now onto Digirah. General finds himself able to kind of taunt in EGM, but unfortunately he just got blown up, and the wards down from EGM aren't going to help get the kill potentially onto Dendi, but no, he gets away, but unfortunately for him, right in front of Loda, so wasn't able to survive for long, and at the cost of just EGM.
Try to control the Sven with the Purge. They need to farm up this X on the ST. Top tower is going to be destroyed by NAVI.
Unfortunately, so is General, and S4 is going to skewer and the other core Digirah on his Ursa back through the wards, and he's going to get picked up, and they will lose those 2 members again, which was pretty stupid.
That is quite crazy. And we're going to have a skewer onto General. Sven stun as well. And he's going to go down to the Dagon of EGM.
Buyback coming in though. Admiral Bulldog not really out of position. BKB first time use for Digirah, but unfortunately EGM is just going to use himself up and blink out of there. On the racks is Loda. He's going to start chasing General. He's going to actually taunt him, but get hold in place.
RP cancelled.
RP cancelled. Digirah will be going down. Loda having a somewhat of a tough time, but unfortunately, well, actually will go down to the help of the Shadow Demon. And Dendi still actually there, but the end of the result of this really is Alliance do get the racks.
Alliance are just going to go 5-man down this lane.
Oh,
they are going to run into NAVI now.
And EGM's on front line, but doesn't actually react fast enough. And it looks like they will be getting the kill. No, they won't be getting the kill on EGM as S4 comes in with an RP. EGM was able to use his Dagon before he finally went down. Loda popping his BKB, looking to chase Dendi. Decided to change his mind once Digirah gets a huge crit, 620, as S4 gets 4-staffed and 4-staffs him up to the top.
The king of the hill.
And now S4 going to celebrate. He's got some dance moves.
GG is called.
And GG is going to be called.
Convincing performance by Alliance. Gold graph over 9,000.
I was like, James, I don't understand what you're trying to do.
James 1 and James 2.
Yeah, James 2 was mental. James 1, obviously, completely sane. Last hits and denies.
Oh, thank you, James.
Down to
We're gonna
W.
see Loda here. Run into Dendi.
To battle.
He's gonna drop the rocket barrage onto Dendi. Just give him a...
Everything you said so far is true.
We're
Continue.
going to have art style blocked in here by Loda. And first blood for Alliance.
You were wrong.
I was wrong. But
Loda
Loda
will
was
go
down
down.
in the end. Okay, I was wrong about the first blood.
But this
Right
lane here
behind.
is probably where we see a lot of the action. Loda going to go in onto Artstyle's Bane. I believe that might have been a stun coming in, but it looks like he's trying to get one last hit. Will be able to get it. The boar is out, so unfortunately Ake is going to drop. And let's see what the boar can do as General wants to run down Loda. Micro the boar. Oh, one more hit. It probably wouldn't have mattered, as Loda will be able to get away. And their exchange 1-to-1. Both the cores staying alive. General wants to go in, and he actually will get the kill with the axes. I think Twitch chat will all be millionaires.
A hasted S4
If that
diving
was
onto
the case.
Dendi. TP in by Ditchera. And we're gonna have a duel.
Yeah,
First
S4
duel of the game.
is going to walk away from the duel. Digirant not able to close that one out. So Nico TP in, and Admiral Bulldog is going to go down. And S4 with his haste rune is just like looking around. He's like, I really want to do something, but I guess I'll just run past you because that's a fun thing to do. We'll go team up with Loda, and he's actually going to get jumped on. So Nico's going to catch him. Loda will drop his ulti, and he's going to almost get Dendi, but he's going to be saved there by General. Managing to shield him up, and actually Loda's going to go down. So even though Na'Vi, all very, very low, are still going to dive under the tower. They want more. They want Ake. No crit coming in, but General just going to swipe him down, and all of them are going to get out. Potentially, Bane Artstyle just going to hold Admiral Bulldog in place. All right, well, we're going to have a smoke up. Digirant going to be amped up as well. Can't remove it, but so far he's going to find himself the majority of the Alliance team, but we'll be able to run away from the cooldown. Loda just going to end up hitting some creeps there, and I don't think they want to dive, but EGM is like, no, we're going in. Loda's like, no, this is why we don't. Dies to a tower after taking an auto attack from a Bane, and Artstyle going to hold up here. Admiral Bulldog, Digirant comes in, wants to take a duel, so Nico's with him, and looks like the kill will go in.
Yeah, and that's the wonky sleep. Alliance are going to be smoked up.
They're going to need
S4, Bulldog.
Let's see what they can
Full
make
Alliance.
of the situation. Cooldown is only level 1, but it is available. They're going to catch Dendi out first, but unfortunately the stun is going to miss. EGM going to drop the Warlock. They're going to go straight onto Sunico. He's going to get blown up, and the chase potential is there potentially, but it really needs Bulldog to catch, but it is, you know, the team trying to slow as best they can, try and slow Dendi. They are going to catch him. He's going to get away just in time onto the Legion Commander. Have they got another Pressy attack to remove? Yep, they do, and that will get him away. And also a nice sleep there from Artstyle. Loda moving in a little bit, maybe too far here. He's going to get picked up by Dendi's Stifling Dagger. And Admiral Bulldog is like, no, you killed my longtime friend. I want revenge, but actually he's going to put himself in a pretty awkward position. He is going to go down. Dendi didn't get the kill. It was Artstyle. This Bane is doing absolute work, and the Golem still chasing, but not really doing much. And even though the Fatal Bonds have been on the fight a few times, they really haven't been able to just lock down a kill. And so Nico is going to TP back, going to find himself S4 though. Dendi is going to jump on to give a little bit of help. S4 is actually going to get jeweled up, and that Blade Mail ripping through S4.
Yeah.
And the Brain Sap. Well, we'll throw it all in. And did EGM actually get a counter kill? Yeah, he did get Sunico. And Dendi do want to continue to chase Bulldog. He actually will now go down to Digirant. And in comes the Jewel as well. Blade Mail is up. That's going to be the kill. Loda's in with a cooldown. Catches some of them, but I do believe there's also a mech up on the Bane. I'm not sure if it arrived on time. Yeah, it did. So the mech used, but look at this. EGM gets absolutely an amazing Fatal Bonds. Just a stupid amount of damage with the help from his Gyrocopter, and actually putting out that many kills back in favor of Alliance. Actually managed to blink out onto his teammate. So General going to go in. Loda going to drop a cooldown. Is he actually going to hit 2? And in comes the combo. EGM doing a lot of damage. Will eat a little bit of the Blade Mail though, but they will collect the kill onto the Legion Commander, but at the cost of Loda. Freezing field thrown down by Sunico as Admiral Bulldog has to dodge that onto the left-hand side. General looking like he could go back in, but they do have vision. And Dendi all the way in the top right. He's caught. He's in no man's land. He's oh, what? He turns a kill. He evades. He keeps evading. He's cheating. He's just punching Ake, and S4 is slept. He's sad. And Sunico is like, now you're on ice. And Dendi doesn't care because he had Aegis. They're a very unscary team in general, especially since they're behind. I mean, cooldown's going to have a low cooldown, sorry, for Loda. We'll be able to put out some pressure.
Can you say that 5 times fast?
Yes. No. I decline.
Dendi going in here against 4 heroes.
Oh, that's their chase. They're going to be able to slow with EGM. Loda looks like he's going to give away, unfortunately, another duel win to Digirot. Ake going to be slept. General's got himself a blink dagger going to blink in, and EGM just going to topple over as well.
Very, very tough for the Lions. They're just going to call it right away. What a turnaround from game 1.
Having that feeling of a pro Dota.
I'm having a hard time clicking on heroes though. We're gonna have a disruption onto Ake.
I wonder why this happens.
Don't die, Ake. This is not good for our bet.
Oh no, Ake, please, please.
Fairy
Yes,
fire,
yes. Run,
live,
run,
live,
run. Creeps.
Survive.
Come on.
First blood. Alliance.
Yes. Ake, you legend. You pull out silencer. Look at this, General. There's the Orb of Venom. There is an Orb of Venom.
I can't click on Ake. That's the problem.
I know. I had this problem on my PC earlier.
That's +4 intelligence.
And
we see Dendi here up on the top lane, crush onto General Bulldog.
Bulldog wants to get out of here. He's going to drop his cogs, but Dendi's going to follow.
On the bottom lane, there's a dive.
Damage. And looks like he almost picked up the kill. No, it's not going to happen. Bulldog run. And I think the Shadow Strike, if that's what it's called, is actually quite a low level. And Bulldog's going to survive.
6 HP.
Looks like Alliance. Prime position here as we go back into the game. Pycat caught it perfectly. Timber Chain off, but he doesn't actually get the kill. And wait, Loda goes down as well. And EGM unable to kind of chase. And finally, it will be S4 able to help get the kill as EGM will drop. Digirot, unfortunately, going to go down on the Slardar as Bulldog TP'd in. Already a 4k net worth, but slightly going back in favor as Na'Vi kind of extending themselves to get some farm. And it looks like, you know, the Bounty Hunter's really been trying to look to see if they can open up any opportunities. But EGM getting closer to some Nico and also Artstyle, so maybe an opportunity. Actually, a Sentry Wall comes down, but that doesn't matter. He's in a good position. Bulldog goes in, wants to kill. S4 looking to chase as well. Bulldog looking to maybe get the kill on General. He gets away. Digirot throws in a stun to help him out as well. In comes the first Ice Blast. It is going to hit free on the back lines. Dendi's still doing work, but unfortunately he's eating a little bit too much damage. He's going to have to back off, and Digirot with his armlet is going to be able to toggle away after a kill, and Loda going to feel pretty sad. And already just, you know, we kind of talking about Na'Vi previous to this fight where they felt a little bit out of it. You know, they save General. They get huge amounts of damage. Unfortunately, they're going to lose General now as I curse him, as Ake picks up a little bit more int. But Digirot, that armlet really came to work. Can he get away from Loda? Does armlet toggle nicely, and yeah.
Going into late game. Missed hook by Bulldog.
It was close, but it doesn't almost matter. Oh, Loda does sort of get caught. Nice Force Staff away there from his teammates to get him out of the Ice Blast, and they will collect the kill onto Artstyle Shadow Demon. S4 looking to get away. Digirot wants to come in. Ake backing him up, and also Loda with the Desolator. That's going to be a lot of damage going on to Digirot. Admiral Bulldog will help pick up the kill. And EGM just tracking people, chasing people. S4's like, thank you very much, you are a good friend, but gets caught out. Great impel there by General. Going to stop the kill onto the Snowman, is officially Na'Vi like to call him. But unfortunately, he will go down a little bit later. The tracks are still coming in. S4 way behind the tier 2 tower, so close to his heart. EGM coming in, finds himself General. And Global Silence lands perfectly by Ake to stop Digirot coming in with the stun. And EGM will be able to get away, and Digirot will now go down. Gem on the ground, I believe, as well. There was a buyback, sorry. He did die on the bounty. They're still going to chase. General not able to hold him in position. Looks like we're going to be losing the Shadow Demon of Artstyle here as well to S4. Tier 2 tower is going to go down mid. Ice Blast comes in. Going to connect on to S4. Doesn't manage to dodge it. Dendi wants to help finish this up. Going to get last worded, though. In a tussle, going to have to use that off. Going to get hit by Cogs and not going to be able to blink out in time. Nice play by Bulldog there on the Cogs. That's when shit gets real. But he did go for Veil Discord as well.
Did do that.
Loda wants to delete the Shadow Demon. Will do so. Dendi's going to have to get out. Oh, Global Silence came in just a little bit too late. And they will actually now claim back their gem if they want to. So Nico's going to be tracked up. S4 has nothing to hook to, unfortunately. Or he does, actually, but he's not able to get directly onto Seneko. They need to get out of here as least casualties as possible. But there is a hook all the way onto Digirot. And they will chase Admiral Bulldog's force into Cogs. Digirot's heart potentially going down. Dendi's left all alone going, oh, God. And we're going to see another
and you see what happens when Na'Vi don't get the jump. when Lions are the ones initiating, if they get the jump onto the Slaughter, just because of how strong the heroes are right now.
S4's got his Shivas up, going to go
Hold up
on
with
to
that Axe.
Arsenal.
He's going to keep hooking heroes, and that's going to result in more kills. And these are all track kills. Now he's level 11, so the track is going to start helping a bit.
And it looks like
It's just
a
gonna be
GG
right
will be called. General calls it. NAVI are going to bow out of the third and final match here of the El Clasico Betway Fight Night, and Alliance will take it 2-1